Welcome guys. How are you? Welcome to today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was actually once again skipping today. Not intentionally. I just didn't film yesterday, and I wasn't gonna film today actually. And I just thought we haven't done an old school current day video. I figured I'd just come on, say hello, fulfill my obligation to try to pick you guys up a little bit, make you feel a little better today, kick off that weekend that we are all on right now. It's Friday, it's current day, and I don't remember last time I did a current day. I just thought, what the heck, I have a fun video idea for this evening, so I thought let's just come on here, say hello, not let every single one of you down today, and just it's gonna be a quickie. It's gonna be just a hello. I got to do a couple things out here on the bird, so I figured I'd hang out with you the best I can while I do that. Just pop the doors off. And as some of you know, the company that records the audio from Microsoft Flight Sim was here at my house recording all the audio, and that's what I didn't film. Very cool. I wish I did. They filmed some of it. I think they'll send me some footage. If I can get a hold of it, I'll show you guys, but it was fun. The process was cool. We basically recorded every piece of noise this thing makes, from every single knob, even switches that wouldn't be in a BO-105. This would not be in this type of helicopter. You guys know I added all that to this bird, but we recorded all the audio. We did every little click. We did every single switch, fuel pumps and avionics, everything from throttles to, the sound of the cyclic, every button on the collective. It was a cool experience. It really was. It was an honor to be in a video game. The thing really does make cool sounds. I mean, even just turning the blower on, it's... Sorry, it's kind of a nerdy thing, but I freaking love it. And yeah, I didn't film it. Here's what's going on. During that test, I did pick up into hovers, and I did some flying out here, and I would, I'd rotate the helicopter all angles. They had mics everywhere. Surprising, none of them blew over, but they had mics everywhere, sandbagged, and my goal was to give them 360 audio of this bird, which sounds incredible. During that time, I noticed I've got a slight wobble during throttling. So at throttle and at 100 RPM, at full RPM, I noticed a little wobble, and this bird does not do that. My Robinson always wobbled. You had to, find the perfect spot in your cyclic, blah, blah, blah. This bird, it just doesn't do that. So I had a slight wobble in a hover, and in forward flight, smooth as glass. So I want to do a little start and see if that wobble is back. I've checked everything. I just did a full inspection of all the blades. Weights spin perfectly fine. The blades are a bit dirty. I don't think that's what's giving me the wobble. I talked to multiple mechanics, and they said the best thing to do is fire it back up, see if we can recreate it, see if our indications, make sure both engines, this is gonna be a nerdy video, guys, just so you know, make sure both our engines are paired. Sometimes engine 1 and engine 2, I'm chasing that with my trim. If you ever see me on camera playing with this trim right here, that is me basically marrying two engines together. One will run differently than the other most of the time. So once you're in forward flight and you're vibing, those two engines pretty much stay together. But during pickup, hot days, hover, they like to dance around and do their own thing. So was engine 1 and engine 2 mesh during the wobble. It's my mass moment indicator, as low as it can be. Couple just nerdy things that I'm going to do right now, but I thought, hey, everybody likes the sound of a helicopter, so I'll let you have a very long, raw taste of the bird today as I try to figure this out. It is current day. It is very real and raw. Brittany's getting ready for the day so that we can make tomorrow's video. And, you know, as I keep saying, I'm not trying to not be here. I really want to be here. I just sometimes know that I'm going to bore you to death. So let's fire up the bird. Let me mount a little camera in here so I can talk to you guys, because it's just beyond noisy. Also, just let Noah take the new Yoda. He was going to the gym, and he's just like me. He loves the small Toyota trucks, and he's got my blood for sure on that. And I was like, won't you take the new Toyota? He was so excited. So he's got that. It's gone, which is great because I had to move it anyway. And why I hooked this camera up, ultimately, you hear me say this quite a bit, like I have an obligation to be here. I do feel that with my heart, dude. When I don't post, just know I'm not just like, woohoo, I didn't film today, fantastic. It's usually like, damn it, at 4 o'clock I'm gonna let down a lot of people. That's what's going through my head. I'm gonna let down a lot of people. That's not a good feeling. I don't like that. And it's because we've been here so long together. Some of you actually need the videos. Some of you could care less. You're here for, you know, different reasons. But I know for a fact, because I bought a laundromat and I get to meet a lot of you, I know for a fact that some of you rely on these videos. So part of my obligation as a 16-year veteran on YouTube is to kind of be here and pick you up, lift you up, and make you feel a little bit better. Whether I do that or not, I don't know. Some days I do better than others. And tomorrow, I'll try again. But I think we're good here. But yeah, I do feel that. It's a real feeling. I want to pick you up every single day. And the days I don't upload, just know I want to be lifting you up. This sucks. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. It's a fine balance. It really is. Okay. I am going to throw you on a tripod, and I will be talking to you here, and I will give you a very long raw startup of the bird. You've probably heard this a million. Shoot, this is going to go flying, actually. I always have someone hold the camera because this thing throws everything. I don't want this camera to fall. I also need to wash this thing. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, when I took off when the sound company was here, this chair and this chair went flying all the way over to those chairs. Where am I going to put you guys? Because I am going to go into a hover. If I didn't go into a hover, I wouldn't need sandbags, but it's a real problem. I have sandbags right here. Let's just do our best. Gotta have sandbags. Hope you guys are gonna have a fantastic weekend. The choice is yours. You can actually choose to have a fantastic weekend, but it's gonna require some effort on your part. You're gonna either create some memories, or you're gonna sit around and do nothing. You're gonna doom scroll. You're gonna eat food that makes you feel like garbage. You're gonna just, you know, the more of that you do, because I've been there, the more of that you do, the worse you feel, actually. So it's up to you. Get a little exercise in, eat the right food, make some memories, and go into that week fresh that you did everything you could this weekend to just start that week. That's what it's all about. Reset. Golly, what are we doing here? I'm gonna lose this camera today, I have a feeling. What do you think? There? Too far? Too close? Yeah, I feel like we never do from rear rotor side, so let's switch it up. We have done a lot of this content, so maybe let's find an angle that you guys haven't heard or seen. You got the rear exhaust back here that's going to be ripping, and the tail rotor, of course, will be, you know, maybe a new sound we haven't seen or heard from this angle. So I'm gonna hop in. I'll meet you at the dash, and just fire her up. She sounds so good. I got to move some doors real quick. Clickety clackety. I don't even know if there's anywhere to put these sandbags. I guess I can hang them from the clips. All right, I got a ton of bricks and sandbags. We gonna get her real heavy. I don't know. F it, Bobby. You know, I could put the rear leg center. Let's do that. If it falls, it falls. We'll be fine. What are we gonna do? Not upload for a week while I wait on a camera? All right, let's go. All right, who votes the Sony goes flying? I mean, I put a lot of weight on it. There's a good chance it'll be fine. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Like I said, I was skipping today again to disappoint you. No. All right, let's see if we can recreate this wobble. You know, it doesn't mean a ton if it's smooth in the air. You know, it's it can be so many different things. It can, you know, one of my skid shoes could be worn. It could be, you know, there's so many different things that can create that. But let's get her fired up. Let's get the noise maker going. You ready? You ready for the greatest sound in the world? I'm gonna put you outside for this. I want you to just hear the whole thing. You ready? Just close your eyes. Here we go. Check. Okay, well, good news, feeling really smooth right now. I think at, you know, these lower RPMs, 60, I feel a hair of it, but we're gonna, so I got this moment indicator here, which is, you know, I can adjust from the cycle, like try to get it to the lowest point to see if we can get that wobble to disappear. You know, in my Robinson, it was always every time you'd land, you'd adjust that cyclic to the just the sweet spot where you just feel nothing. But it was always an adjustment. The 105, I've never had to do that. It's always smooth. So we're going to spool up to max RPM and see if we feel that wobble. Best case scenario is that I don't. A little bit here and there is fine, especially with, you know, crosswinds and things like that. You can feel a little something, but this thing beats it up pretty good. I'm going to throttle up. Every second we sit here, we're smoking fuel. So let's throttle up. Feels really smooth right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, there it is. I feel it. You probably hear it in my voice. Let's see if we can bring that down. She is out of trim a little bit. So I'm watching my indicator over here, trying to find that sweet spot on my cyclic. I don't know if you can tell on this camera whatsoever, but there is a slight imbalance going on right now. I'm slightly moving my cyclic to see if I can find a spot where that goes away completely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up, we're going to feel the hover, and I'm going to go put it on a different level. I'm on a flat pad right now, so we should be pretty darn level, but you can see, I can see my ATV with a slight wiggle too, so it's definitely, and just so you guys know, it's not bad. It's not like, it's not at an uncomfortable level. I'm just used to a very smooth bird, very smooth. Put a little bit of dirt on the blades, be enough? I don't think so. Especially since they're all equally not perfectly clean. Alright, see if we can knock the Sony over. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up. Pages are green. Lights, I mean, everything looks to be in a happy place. I think if I had a real mechanic with me right now, he would probably say this is perfectly normal. I've seen a lot of helicopters shake pretty hard. I'm just not used to it in my bird. It's a smooth machine, so we're gonna pick up here. Get these engines lined up. As soon as I pick up, I feel smooth as glass. I mean, it feels what the helicopter should feel like. Sony's still standing. Barely. Mike looks rough. I see you guys down there. Hello. Just gonna crab walk behind you here. It feels really good in the sky. Like, I feel really good. I don't feel any irregularities. It feels the way it should. Do a little spin over here. Back this way a little bit. That feels really good. Even with a decent little wind today. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to make sure both my engines are happily married together. They're working together. My indicator is good. The only thing I'm feeling at this point is the wind just doing what wind does. So I'm going to put it down in the grass. Set her down here. I see if I'm getting that wobble in a different level here. Sorry about all the nerdy stuff, but that's what I'm doing today, either on camera or off camera. It's there. I can't decide if it's more than usual or if it's. I'm gonna put us in a different direction now. Keep checking different levels. Pick her up nice and slow here. Turn the bird a little bit. Put her back down here. I mean, she sounds fantastic. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, which is a good thing in a helicopter. It's okay to overthink. I'm way overthinking it, honestly. This is a bird doing a bird thing. I'm slightly on my collective to see if the pitch in the blade changes it. I'm just looking for any indicator here. All the gauges look fantastic. Last moment looks good. It's very like where it should be. Do a little buzz here and just pick her up. Now I don't want to stop flying is my problem. I do a little test run like this sometimes on off camera, and I don't want to get out. I could chill. I could just play in my yard right here for an hour, no problem. A serious addiction to the sound. You know, you're in control of a 4,000-pound machine floating in the air. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Tony, I'm back, guys. Tony's putting in work right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here with next to no wobble whatsoever. Very smooth right now. Very smooth. I mean, you've got so much torque happening above our heads right now that there's going to be movement of some sort. I'll reset my last moment here, and we'll know that we are in the right spot. Center cyclic, basically. We know our cyclic center. Our head is where it should be. Yeah, all right. I feel happy with this. It's good to overthink in these things. You're not going to hurt yourself overthinking in this. You want to check. You want to do these checks before you put people in here or your family. We're going to spool down. Let the thing just. I'll give it to you outside. You can just listen. Sony survived. Impressive. Well, hopefully that came out okay. The whole screen was flipped and the mic stayed on, so fantastic. I guess I just ruined the rawness there. All right, that's raw enough. Hi. How are you?
Kind of freaking out.
Why?
But the hotel we need, they're like sold out everywhere. So I need your app to see what I can get.
Okay. Everything's good. All right. Perfect. That is the quickest little hello and goodbye. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. All right, no, for real. Thanks for riding with me. That's all I got. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. You're beautiful. Have a fantastic weekend, by the way. Just live your dang life. All right? I don't know how else to say it. You got one, and it's about this long. Love you. You're beautiful. You're one of a kind. Smile more.